you want smash mouth and hard hitting, it's on tap in a big way in our next contest. The man who's been on the radar of many ever since that Fight for the Future matchup and our return event in the month of October. Luke Jacobs is the real deal and heavy-handed.
The following contest is 6 months and long football. And has 30 minutes, 5 minutes. To operate at this time, representing Donald Strong, and weighing 210 pounds, is your corner, Luke
Jacobs is as physical as they come. Harkens back to the old school All Japan Pro Wrestling style. You think about the likes of Stan Hansen and Kenta Kobashi, but Luke Jacobs is in his very early 20s, just 22 or 23 years of age, and already that good, and that fill out, that's a big deal. Facing a man who's traveled a long way to test himself in one PW ring.
His opponent hails from Osaka, Japan, and weighs in tonight 254 pounds, Shigehiro Irie.
Shigehiro Irie is an athlete who has traveled more miles in 2023 than maybe anyone. It's taken him 15 years of journeying throughout the world to get the type of reputation he has today, but it really hit a new stratosphere when he won the 2023 16 karat gold, easy for me to say, tournament to win the vacant WXW World Unified Wrestling Championship. He has proudly defended that title throughout Europe as well as the United States for the past 90 days. Title not on the line here. Shiggy is channeling and feeding off of some of that energy. These are two very thick athletes who pack a lot of power behind them. Just this year, Shigehiro Irie has competed in Portugal, France, Romania, Italy, Poland, Germany, Canada, Japan, and the United States. Add that to prior years, you can throw in countries like Taiwan, Thailand, Korea, Singapore, Denmark, and Scotland, and a lot of war wounds to the body of Shiggy, but trying to do the same to Jacob, shift his weight mid-suplex, lands on top. Both these men are accustomed to utilizing their power, to overwhelming their opponents. May not be so easy here tonight, facing a physical peer. These men are similar size, similar weight, similar style, similar aggressiveness. Oh. And Jacobs taking a cheap shot. Outside the ring, Shigehiro is one of the nicest guys you could hope to ever meet. But that doesn't mean he's going to hold anything back in the ring, and Jacobs is trying to get under his skin. And Irie saying, I dare you to slap me again. And he's holding nothing back. Jacobs has never been pinned in 1PW. He is a true hoss, as both men are rocking the other, but nobody goes down. Who's gonna budge first? Oh, what a boot! Using Irie's own momentum against him. That rocked him. Jacobs is so different than any other athlete in 1PW. Shigehiro low crossbody, nicely done. Trying to take the wind out of Jacobs. When you knock the wind out of a frame that large, it's going to take a while to recover. Irie packs a powerful lariat, but same can be said about Luke Jacobs. Could be the battle of the clotheslines by the time it's all said and done, but Shigehiro has Jacobs planted where he wants. Using the ropes for momentum, down with the press for 2. That slingshot-like effect. Obviously, if you've watched wrestling for 5 minutes, you've seen a wrestler use the spring on those ropes to build momentum when they're bouncing off of it, but to do it in such a close confines, such a aggressive bounce, and the immediate snap down to the opponent. There's no distance there. It's all impact. And credit to Jacobs, who kicked out. I think Irie is claiming he doesn't understand English when being warned by our official. Maybe a little bit of a stretch. He's asking permission to keep Jacobs into the ropes. You'll have 5 seconds. That's the good news. And a hit of steam, literally. Charging in with that thick skull. We've seen Shigehiro use that as an offensive weapon a couple of times so far. And, Jacobs right back up. Meets him with a devastating form, but try to elevate him. And it's not often you see Jacobs struggle to elevate an opponent. Shiggy kicks with the legs. Oh, that back chop will sting into the rear naked choke. Both men jockeying for position here, center ring. Leapfrog by Jacobs. And what a boot. And a full body slam into the senton, nicely done. And Jacobs can sense this momentum into the corner. That low drop kick connected, and Shiggy kicks out. Who could forget Luke Jacobs' effort and that open weight championship scramble with the likes of Callum Newman, Frank Kazarian, Leo Rush, Scotty Rock, of course, the winner, Robbie X. Can't wait to see the reception for his return to Lincoln a little bit later on. But in 20 minutes, where the objective for the entire time was to score a fall any way you can, no one scored a fall on this British hoss called Luke Jacobs. My God. I don't know anybody in the age range of Luke Jacobs that can hit as devastatingly as what you've just seen. And there you see some of that physical dissection that truly both of these men prefer. But it's taken Jacobs a bit to find that opening. And no matter where you are, it's almost like you could feel the strikes and shots of Luke Jacobs, even if thankfully you're not in the ring with him. Vicious offense. Jeez! Irie fires back. And man, did he make it count, and Jacobs one of his own. Something's got to give. Into the cover, 2 count only. Man, that would put any normal man on his back for the duration, for the foreseeable future. Either of those shots. Both men looking for the leverage on a suplex. Good grief. But Irie got the suplex off. Be careful, Jacobs. You might be doing damage, or you might just be firing your opponent up. You're in there with anything but a pushover, my friend. Jacobs sent through the ropes, but puts the brakes on. Oh, this is dangerous. Series of elbows right to the side of the head. He can knock somebody out that way. And Jacobs. Oh, Jacobs didn't realize where Irie was until it was too late. Crowd firmly behind Irie in his 1PW debut, measuring Jacobs, and the cannonball connects. Jacobs is down, the hook of the leg, and oh man, Irie 1 second away from making history as the first man to pin Jacobs in 1PW. What a story that would have made. Rapid fire strikes. Oh my God, Jacobs just deadlifts the man. Just raw power. Irie was maneuvering away from Jacobs, which means the weight was facing forward and adversely to the momentum that Jacobs was trying to build, but he was still able to power Irie behind in the German suplex. That is unfathomable power and poise. My God. You never get used to seeing those chops, those strikes. I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to feel it. Irie's not going down though. Trying to shrug these off. And stepping into the chops. Almost countering with the own thickness of his own chest. And the chop won out though. Irie's leg just gave out on him. But up all the headbutt to the clavicle. And Jacobs responds. The high kick, seated senton. Irie on top. Jacobs reverses. Traps the shoulders for 2. And the discus forearm. Brain Buster connects. Jacobs. No. Man, we are seeing everything we thought we would and then some out of this matchup. These men are hurt. They have taken such a physical toll on one another. And something tells me that's going to continue to escalate before we're done here. Into the corner. Jacobs, the way he moves for his size. And how quickly Irie got to his feet. There's nothing these men can't do except maybe land safely from this distance, because it's going to go badly for at least one athlete, potentially both. Superplex scars. Irie, the first to pin Jacobs. No. Irie could feel how close he was. And winding up for his lariat. Lariato! Well, didn't get the full wind up on that because Jacobs didn't leave his feet. This is just gut check time. It's I dare you to knock me off my feet. Head on head. Oh, what a shot. You can see the sweat fly. And a powerbomb. Jacobs channeling some of those All Japan pillars. And the sit out, but a near fall. Man, what a fight. Irie did not get the power he wanted on that lariat. I think because of the damage done, the toll taken in this matchup. Does Jacobs have a little more left? He went for the lariat. Oh, Irie caught Jacobs from behind. Cannonball against the ropes. Will this be enough? Irie looking for one more big shot. Oh, man, they meet center ring. What a battle of the bulls. Oh, Irie got it all that time. Lariato connects. Oh, Jacobs kicked out. And you can see the pause in the face of Shigehiro Irie. One more time will do it. No. Again, Jacobs hits one of his own. Irie to his feet, but man, Jacobs a second time. And that's a knockout shot. What a physical encounter.
The winner of the match, young guard Luke Jacobs.
Luke Jacobs had to bring everything he had to face in many ways his physical equal. But still unpinned in 1PW and still a man to beat. Luke Jacobs all man of the yard wide. As Jacobs relishes in his victory, we understand our cameras have caught up with Lance Archer in the locker room area, and look out because this could mean anything.